This is me.
This is me.
This is me.
这是我.
This is me.
This is me.
And this is us.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of This Is Us, an interview show where I give you guys the opportunity to meet some blind people in the community, give you a chance to learn a little bit more about them, see what they have to offer, and, hopefully get them some exposure. So today on the show, I have with me Leimana Akahi. Say hey, Leimana.
Up, everyone. Aloha.
So, real quick, I always give the person an opportunity to tell a little bit about themselves. So, Leimana, what I'm actually going to do is I want you to tell me about you, but pretend you're telling it to somebody who is totally blind like myself. So, give the best description of yourself that you possibly can.
So I stand maybe 5'8", 5'9", somewhere around there. I'm 27. I got quarantine facial hair as of right now because I got a bit. I have long wavy black hair, but right now it's up in a bun. I have blue eyes due to 2 cornea transplants when I was younger. Originally they were brown, but I guess now they're blue. Brown skin. I am Filipino, Hawaiian, Chinese, all that kind of a mixed thing.
Okay.
Maybe around 260.
Okay.
And yeah, that's basically me in a nutshell.
Look, why do I feel like a little bit like that was like a dating profile?
Okay, so trying to do this for someone who's a complete, who's total, right?
Right.
You say give as much as you can.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. So, okay, so tell us the nature of your vision loss, how long you've been dealing with it, and really what all can you see now, if anything?
So I was born with my visual impairments due to glaucoma and microphthalmia. Of course, we all know glaucoma has, to do with the pressure that builds up, and microphthalmia, both being pre-developed, right? Since I was born immature. And then microphthalmia is where one eye, from my understanding, one eye is significantly smaller than the other. In my case, it's the left eye. I can't see anything out of that eye. It's super tiny. The right eye, I can see colors, kind of blurry. I can tell the difference between light and dark. I can look at things up close, but not enough to really see detail.
Okay.
Maybe if someone is wearing a bright colored shirt, if I'm out somewhere, I can see that. I can see motion, of course, them moving, or at night when cars are passing by, I can see the lights. But yeah, that's about it.
So real quick, I'm gonna ask you a personal question. Have you ever thought about getting a what's it called? Not a prosthetic. Excuse me, not a prosthetic, a glass eye for your other eye?
I haven't. That's not something I thought about.
Okay. Because to me, it's like, it seems so interesting. Like, I always thought that was so cool. But you always hear people that's like, oh, because for instance, I've actually suffered from diabetic retinopathy. So when they did all the surgeries on my eye, they were saying that more than likely my eyes would shrink. But that they put oil on the inside, to keep it to where it would not shrink. But at one point in time, they also discussed possibly giving me, is it an eye prosthetic or would it just be a glass eye? I don't know.
That is your prosthetic eye.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
So, and for me, I was just kind of like, okay, I don't, why? you see what I'm saying? I've heard of people having them, but I didn't know. I didn't know if that was ever discussed with you or not.
Possibly when I was younger, but I don't remember anymore.
Okay, cool.
I was 2 when they did this. I'm 27 now.
Right, well, yeah, which makes sense. Look, I keep forgetting that. You're right, yeah. So, real quick, you guys, Leimana is actually the season 2 winner of a little talent show that I hosted called the Blind Lounge Talent Show.
Stop that.
Ah. So, for those of you guys who may not know, the talent show itself is an opportunity for people within the blind community and outside to kind of get on there and showcase their talent, let everybody around kind of see them. And one of the beauties that I love about it, because as I've been told, I'm a taskmaster, I love to challenge the contestants. So each week, or at least the way that the talent show is kind of conducted, each week I give them a challenge. They have to produce a song or their talent that caters to whatever that challenge is. And then not the contestants, but the audience votes. And the person with the least amount of votes gets eliminated. So our Mr. Leimana Akahi was actually the season 2 winner. And so I was going to ask him what he felt like his experience was and how it's been like since having won the second season.
That's cool. No, it was cool to step out and do something like this. Normally I just go out and play gigs, places, or play with friends. But to be a part of a talent show when you do have different challenges every week, stepping out of that comfort zone when it comes to different genres of music, as well as singing and trying to put things together, learning how to play the song, it was kind of cool to go through it, even though it was stressful. But Dominic will tell you, if I told him I'm going to have his song ready at a certain time, I got it in a little bit early.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was a cool experience. After the talent show, gigs were kind of slowing down only because that was the start of COVID. And then the whole quarantine thing happened, which then led to everything coming to a complete standstill. So I've just been doing nothing but, staying at home, playing music to myself, singing to myself to keep these skills going because I don't want to lose them if I can't play.
Right.
I do that. I make self-made home recordings just so I can look back at everything.
Yeah.
Some may never see the light of day. Some might. Who knows?
Right. Huh. Okay. So go ahead.
No. That's it.
Okay. So it's actually interesting that you bring up the fact that you play gigs. So for those of you guys who may not know, he actually is a part of a band or 2 bands.
Mm-hmm.
So, and, again, they'll get booked and they'll play parties and stuff like that. So it's always really interesting to see, or at least in my case here, a lot of the experience that he has and, the types of gigs that he does. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I miss it, man. So every year there's a lot going on. Within Northern California or the Bay Area itself, there's a bunch of different Hawaiian/island festivals. We play at certain restaurants. We'll sometimes get hired for corporate gigs to play. It's cool. It's kind of cool because, the normal average either festival or restaurant gig, it's a little bit more casual. There's more flexibility when it comes to the playlist and whatever we choose to play. And then the corporate gigs and/or hula competitions are fun because we get to dress up, we all get to match, and it's a little bit more structured. We have things that we're required to play. Like for the hula competitions, we practice months in advance. All of the different music and the entries that we have to play for, we run through their songs multiple times. And it's gratifying, like, once you get up on stage and once you're playing for people, like, bringing all of the work that you've done up to the forefront and actually getting out there and doing it.
Right.
It's a cool feeling. Being on stage is actually where I feel the most happiest. I like to tell people that because it's doing what I love to do, surrounding myself with the people who share those same thoughts and passions. And then just to see the crowd's reaction it's crazy. Yeah.
And what's so funny is that typically you always hear that, like, when people get on stage, they get, stage fright and, choke up.
That was me at first. I was never the type to sing growing up. I usually played instrumentals.
Okay.
But, you know, over the years, I just started to sing out of nowhere. And then I guess people caught me at, you know, when we had parties at the house or get-togethers at another friend's house, we would all be singing. And then they're like, you should sing more. You should practice with us, sing. We can do more gigs. And I was like, oh, okay. So I practiced, and that's where I am today.
A star was born, huh?
Something was born. I don't know about a star.
So the good thing you got...
light in the distance.
Is that what that is?
It's still growing. It's still growing.
Got you. Well, like I said, you guys, with him, you know, doing the gigs and being the season 2 winner of the Blind Lounge Talent Show, I thought it was fitting if he went ahead and give you guys a little taste of, you know, what he's capable of, if he's up to it still. You know, yeah. But I thought, you know, go ahead and, you know, let the people know exactly, you know, what you got and show them why you're wearing the crown, you know.
Don't lie, you know that you came to me before you recorded this, said you need to play music on your interview.
Yeah, you know, look, I do tend to threaten people a lot to make them do stuff. He just needed a little bit of pushing, that's all that was, just a little bit of pushing.
Squeezing and pushing is what. But yeah, so I do have the ukulele nearby because I was threatened. My life was threatened. Let's see. What am I going to play for you guys? Maybe I'll do an original song I wrote last November. Talks about a girl. Talks about an island girl. Basically wanting to find one. I don't know. Here's what happened. Here's the result. Her beauty so rare cannot be found. She keeps you afloat when you're sinking down, my girl. My girl. Her aloha is present each and every day. She takes my breath away. What else can I say about you, girl? You, girl. So can you be my girl? Will you be my girl? Won't you be my girl? Hawaiian island girl. Big island to Kauai, that is where you were wrong. There's nothing like the feeling of being homegrown, my girl. Oh, my girl. Your picture perfect, not camera shy. Your love is so for real, I just can't deny you, girl. You, girl. So can you be my girl? Will you be my girl? Won't you be my girl? Pacific Island girl. Yeah.
All right, now go ahead, Leimana. Okay, now y'all see. So see, now you guys get a chance to see firsthand why he was crowned season 2 winner. But yeah. So real quick, as we get ready to draw this to a close, Leimana, for those who are interested in getting in contact with you or wants to see some of your content, how would they be able to find some of that?
You guys can look on Facebook. I do have a page which I will be updating soon with stuff called Kala Blind, capital Kala, capital Blind. That is also the name of my YouTube channel. So you can either look on Facebook or YouTube to see some of my content. I also have Instagram where you guys can go see a little series I have called Makapo Cover Sesh. And Makapo in Hawaiian basically means blind or visually impaired. Maka meaning eye, po meaning many things but darkness. I always said that Hawaiians have a funny sense of humor when it comes to putting words together. Putting eyes and darkness together, what do you get? You get me. You get Makapo.
Okay.
So that is, you can find me under at Akahi, capital AKAHI 92. Send me a DM. You guys can follow me, send me requests. I'd be happy to record something for you and put you guys on that series. I try to put something out maybe either every week or every other week. It just depends on what I end up doing. You can also go through Dominic to see where I'm at if you are so inclined to really get a hold of me.
Right.
He might be sharing. So I go live on my personal page as well, on Leimana Akahi. I go live from time to time just playing music for people. And since we're not able to do gigs like we used to these days, I share music with people through Facebook Live. And I also put down if people are, feeling a little bit tipsy. I put down information to my Venmo, to my PayPal, and to my Cash App. Just as a way to, make tips these days.
Right. Yeah. Definitely make sure you guys go and support your boy, and I'll actually make sure that I put all of his links and all of his pages and stuff like that down in the comments so you guys can reach out and go and support him.
Yes.
Leimana, it was a pleasure.
Yes, it was. Thank you so much for having me on.
No problem. And again, hopefully, people watched and got to know a little bit more about you and all that good stuff. But you guys, we will be hollering at you later. Bye. Hey guys, this is Dominic, and I want to thank you guys for tuning in to some more of my content. But if you haven't done so already, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my Facebook page, Blind Justice. See you guys on the next go round.